Hey everybody, do you want to make a D&D podcast like us, or really any podcast? Well, then you got to know about Anchor. First off, my favorite part, it's very free. It's the most free. It costs no dollars. That's sick. Second part, you can start monetizing with their monetization tools immediately with no minimum listenership. Also very sick. You can now, this is new, you can take any song from Spotify and add it directly into your episodes. And let me tell you, that's freaking sick nasty. So download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today.
Last time on Lawful Stupid. Beatrice lays crumpled on the ground, but as she sits there, she feels hands on her shoulders. And as she looks up, perhaps expecting her brother and sister, instead she finds William and Lucian.
Well, I think we should go see Gordy.
You see the portals is being kind of set up by Gordy. It's beginning to form, but he's still kind of working the magic to make it large enough to connect right where he intends to. And this character is against the wall, and you know it to be the burned one that you are expected to meet.
My God! Normally names, they're not so fitting, but alright, welcome to the party.
Well, looks like you're good to go.
Thank you, Gordy.
So you step through, this portal closes, it's not hanging around for any amount of time. You step out into this flattened landscape, and about half a mile in front of you is this giant forest. As you approach this forest, and you see eyes beginning to open, and there are these orange eyes opening in the dark parts of the forest. And then you hear a booming voice say, "Prove yourself." And you've heard their voice say, so you're going to be tested. I want you to prove you're worthy. And these wolves, these shadowy wolves, have appeared at the edge of this large forested area in front of you. Behind you is a large field, and around this field are some other larger rocks as well that you can see. And Fume, you have shadow stepped up into one of these wolves. And it dissipates around you. But as it does, it simply wisps away and appears 5 foot in a different space. Now, if you guys will do me the honor of giving me one moment here.
I would never honor you in such a way.
Please honor me.
Oh.
Cool map.
I'm trying to enlarge so I can see it for myself. Let me pin this mofo. Okay. What the people can't see at home, I figured this would be a little bit better. It's still theater of the mind, but you guys can know where you're at and don't have to ask me all the time, but I will describe still where the monsters are in relation to you on this battlefield. Perfect. So, kind of what we're looking at here is Fume. You are this, I know you can't see green colors, but it's FU. I figured that was appropriate, so that's you.
I see that.
Yep. This here is this kind of purple color.
FU2
is Miss B. This blue color here is the burned one. And the red boy, is William, of course. And then so you have in front of you and around these rocks in this forested area, kind of almost like a barrier, it seems like, to entering into this forested area, are these wolves, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So what we're going to do is go ahead and roll initiative. I'm going to go ahead and put this in D&D Beyond. So give me 1 second to roll there and run encounter. And so you guys just let me, it may show up actually, if you want to let me know what you get on your initiative rolls. And actually I have William up first, so I'll just take it in the order it shows me here. Actually,
my character is going to be weird because I don't have a sheet in D&D Beyond. But my roll is a 4 with my -1, so I'm a slow boy.
Rolled a 10.
Beatrice got a decimal somehow. It was like a 14.13. What was it?
1.8.
Nice.
But it takes the decimal point if other people have dexterity modifiers, and if we both rolled a 14, it would take the highest of the two would go first.
Right. So it's like a dual roll? Really is that what it's doing? So like a 14 and an 18? Is that what it is?
Yeah, so it's a 14 point 18, right?
Oh,
so
okay.
I don't know, if Lucian rolled a 14.17, I would go before Lucian.
I didn't know if
Or
it was just like
Fume,
representing
sorry.
like
It's
another
Fume now.
D20.
It's like a
roll, or
built-in
if it's like-
tiebreaker mechanic.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Burned one. What did you
Pretty
roll?
good.
I rolled a 16.
16. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
One thing I love is auto roll initiative. Creatures.
One thing we love is you.
That was.
You don't get
All the
bonus points
kisses.
for sucking up to the DM.
You're gonna go ahead and start. Go ahead and start 4 levels higher than you were when you got on the call.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
Devin's,
so
Devin, have I
Devin's
told
really
you how
cool
much I
and
hate
pretty. Devin,
you guys go ahead and just lay down on the grass that's in this field, because that's what we're gonna say.
Hot.
So first one up
It's
is
very soft, you know?
the
I'll die
burned
again. I
one.
don't give a fuck.
The
I
burned
didn't
one.
expect this.
You are you have in front of you. You can't really see the numbers, but they're labeled number. So number 2 wolf is in front of you. I'll give them the numbers and let you guys know like kind of where they're at. And you've got William behind you.
How close is the second wolf to me?
We're gonna say 10 feet. So the squares are kind of there for representation, but don't take them exactly.
Alright, I will power walk straight up to that wolf. And
Okay.
I am going to call my wildfire spirit. So instead of wild shaping, I can summon a spirit, and every creature within 10 feet of it, when it appears, must make a dex save or take 2d6 fire damage.
Oh, so and what's your radius on that?
10 feet.
Okay, yeah. So that will remove William from out of that. Honestly, I don't even know if it would hurt him. So, anyways, let me go ahead and roll.
You probably like it.
Hot. I would. Like fire.
Yep, he rolls an 11.
Ooh, DC 14. Alright. So as the burned one's walking up, he just lets out this mist of ash from his mouth, and it sets on fire and shows a little woodland spirit made of fire and flames.
Did she do no Miyashi?
Okay, never mind. I won't do that to you. Yes. So, and he takes 2d6. You said correct?
Yes. Yes, 2d6. I will even roll that because I'm nice. There's a 3. And another. No, 4. So 7 fire damage.
Okay. This wolf yells out in pain a little bit, but kind of shakes it off in these almost darker than the wolf is itself eyes. Kind of like more intently stare at you, and you hear a growl coming from it. Anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
Not really. Just stand there menacingly.
Okay, so directly in front of the wolf, and Beatrice, it is your turn.
Cool. I guess I'm just gonna go over and join the burned one since it's easier to hit things right next to my companions and get that sweet advantage.
Yeah, so I'll say you turn to your left. Are you going to attack the number 2 wolf here that was just in front of the burned one?
Yeah, he's still standing, right? The wolf? Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, just gonna do the fun double daggers business.
Okay.
And at advantage because I got no, it's a sneak attack. Girl has been a while playing a rogue.
Yeah, what'd you get? What you?
That's a nat 1.
Oof. Okay.
That's.
Which dagger are you attacking with first?
I went with Sanjay's love.
So this dagger glows as you swipe, and there's like a trail that follows it. But the wolf is it's much quicker than you seem to be, and simply ducks below it and sort of does like a headbutt to your stomach. I need you to roll a dex saving throw for me.
Yeah, sure. That is a dirty 20.
Oh, you should have had that one first. Yeah, as he does that, you're able to just move and dodge out of the way, and the wolf steps back to its original place.
Cool bean. I'm gonna bonus action go for my Tersus Tear Dagger and see how that goes. $22 to hit.
Definitely does.
Beautiful. It's not gonna hurt much. That is a 1. Because I don't get modifiers on bonus actions.
Okay. Okay, you have to tell me that too because it's like 5.
Nope. That's it. That's my turn.
Alright, so let's see if it does this. 1 damage. Great, so next up is that very same shadow wolf that you guys have been attacking. And it is going to face our burned one there. And he's going to do a little attack here that we've made up. Okay, so he's going to reach out and try to bite you, burned one.
No.
That is a 19.
Yeah, let's just say that hits.
Okay, so 19 hits, and you are going to take 5 damage. I need you to roll a DC saving throw, a strength saving throw for me, please.
Alright.
This might be the wrong one. I think it might be actually a dexterity throw, and you guys can correct me in a moment about this. I guess it matters, right? So he's trying to attempt to grapple with a bite. I'm calling it a clinch. He's going to bite and hang on.
Attackers in a grapple, unless otherwise stated, roll athletics.
Athletics. Wonderful.
And then defenders can defend with athletics or acrobatics, their choice. Right?
Yep, that's correct.
Hey.
Got a natural 1.
Okay, so you are now considered grappled by this thing. It's got a clenched into your arm and is holding on to you.
Wonderful.
Okay. Wolf B is standing over next to Fume, off to your right, Fume, if you were to face into this. And he is going to turn and attempt the same thing to reach out and just kind of bite at your leg. That is a 9.
A 9 to hit? No.
Yeah, and so he lunges out, and you simply, I think you're looking forward, but like your senses are so great, and you simply just move out of the way briskly as it bites between your legs, and then you step back into your fighting stance. Wolf C is there, and he's the one facing you, and he will attack you, and he has advantage because of pack tactics on this other wolf.
By you, do you mean me, Fume?
Yes. Perfect. Yes, Fume. Does a 15 hit?
It does not.
And then the second one doesn't hit either. So same thing. You are just 2 on point with these characters, and it's almost like you're as smoky as they are with this new suit on. It's very similar, almost even confusing for them. Last wolf, who's kind of behind another rock, will take his movement to come between the rock, this giant kind of boulder in the way. He won't get close enough to do any attacks, and he will let out a howl. And Fume, it is your turn.
I'm going to produce the short sword from inside the lighter gauntlet. And I'm going to strike out against the Shadow Wolf you have labeled as number 4, the one directly in front of me.
Yes.
And I'm going to go ahead and... Let me see something real quick. Yeah, I'm just going to give him the old attack with the short sword here. It's a 25 to hit.
Yeah, absolutely does hit.
I'm going to go ahead and expend a key point to make that a stunning strike. So he has to make a DC 14. Was it con save, I believe?
I'm rolling it. It's a 15 on that one.
My save is 14, whatever it was. So you got him. I'm assuming that was just on the die.
Yeah, 14 plus 1. Yeah.
He'll take 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay, as you do this, it's almost like your hand passes through him, and it seems to make him static out of the way, but he's immediately standing still pretty strong where he was at.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bonus action shadow step. I'm going to step into the wolf that I just attacked, kind of like one fluid motion as I slash at him. I'm going to step through, and I'm going to reappear on the other side of the one that you have listed as Shadow Wolf 3, the one that just is trying to approach and flank us. And just let out that howl. So I'm going to step through one Shadow Wolf and just pop out on the other side, and I'm going to attack him with my extra attack with my other short sword. Or with my short sword.
Okay, go for it.
That is only a 10 to hit, unfortunately.
It does not hit. So he's too quick. I think he even jumps up, or jumps back out of the way as you do that, and kind of ducks down, puts his paws on the ground where his head's low.
And that is it for me.
Okay. Next up is William. So you have in front of you is the burned one who has moved up on that wolf. Even to his left of him is you see Fume, who has just shadow stepped through wolf between this rock and this forested area to attack this other wolf.
But if I'm looking at this correctly, Mrs. B is surrounded by 4 of them?
Yes. Only one of them is in attacking range currently, but when they move, yes, the other 3 will be right there at her.
So, but there's space north of her, it looks like, for me to get in between. Okay. Mm-hmm. Is that 30 feet from me?
Yeah, you can get up there. Yes, you can get there.
Okay. With just normal walking?
Yep.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna rush up in there, and now I'm surrounded by 3 or 4 wolves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm exactly where I want to be. Up front in the action. That's expensive. All right, I'm gonna use an invocation called Mirage. And it's expensive. It costs me 15 health to start. And all enemies in a 60-foot radius must make a Constitution saving throw. So I don't know if that hits that guy over there. I mean, in fact, it's like blocked by like the rock, right? And this is just
yes. I was gonna say yes.
Heat.
So does it emanate out?
Yeah, it's a 60-foot radius. I mean, it's like boiling the heat or boiling water in the air itself is what it's doing in a 60-foot radius.
I think if it's in a radius, I think it still gets him. Because he's not in a contained room. I think it would come around that if it's in a 60-foot. And so you're going to be able to get all 5.
Okay, cool. Number to beat is 15.
And this is a dex?
It's a Constitution saving throw.
Con. That one doesn't do it.
Don't want to roll that.
That one does.
Ooh.
That one does. Okay, so it looks like all except, so the only one that gets the full effect of it?
Yeah, it's, exactly. Who failed, who succeeded?
The one next to, behind you and closest to B is the one who failed. The other 3 in front of you and to your right succeeded.
Yeah, so everybody's going to take 19 fire damage.
Ooh.
And the one that failed is going to have a delirious. It's going to be delirious, so it has disadvantage on attack rolls for a minute. But at the end of its...
What happens is you raise... You tell me how you do it. Like, what calls on this fiery...
So what you're doing is literally cooking the water in the air around your enemies. Like, so you're
Do you,
boiling them alive.
Spin your chain when you do that? Does it
Sneezes
just radiate
really hard.
off
Yeah.
for you as like steam?
Think of it. Yeah, no, think of
You
it
bit
more like
alcohol fire belch?
when you see like Goku in them, where they just kind of plant their feet and like channel their core, and
You're Kaiokenning.
literally sucking the moisture out of the air and boiling the water in the air itself, all at the same time. So basically, it would like cook the guy.
Yeah, the trees, you start seeing some of this moisture come out of the trees and even some out of the rocks more slowly as it kind of just sits in the air. And then you see it start to sizzle and turn into steam. And then these shadows like yelp out and I think you throw your arms out and they all dissipate.
Oh shit.
And the voice says, "Test 1 complete."
Oh shit.
And you feel the earth begin to shake beneath your feet, and you see the trees in front of you. It's like a Jurassic Park thing where you can't see what it is, but something huge is moving the trees at a rapid pace. From the tree line, you see several vines that shoot out, attached to what you're not sure, and it will attempt to knock you back, William.
All right.
And if I can build it correctly, I have to do good old-fashioned rolls.
You gotta tell me what I gotta do, my boy.
28 to hit.
Yeah. That'll do
All
it.
right, hold on.
I was just doing some math on my AC.
Wait a second.
Just do it just real quick, man.
Meats.
Beats a 12? Yeah, okay, cool. Cool.
And that's 24 damage.
What kind of damage?
bludgeoning
What has
damage.
happened?
Bludgeoning damage.
Oh, well, that's not great. You sure it's not fire? Just
Could be
checking.
fire damage.
Okay. Could be fire damage. 24,
Friction?
is that what you said?
Yes.
Wait, hit him.
Vines. These vines, like huge
Oh.
vines that came out and like swiped at you.
How big are we talking
and
as far as these
then-
vines are concerned? Like, give me. It was like the size of my arm, because that's a huge vine. Is it the size of like?
If you were to like
T-Rex's
pretend to
tail?
hug some, if you were to put your hands around, pretend you're hugging someone big, just able to get your fingers to touch, like in a circle,
Yeah.
as if you were hugging a tree.
Mm-hmm.
That big or bigger.
Very long as well. I'm assuming if they're striking at us from inside the forest.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
Well, the guys, he says, "Are you 10 feet away? Because that's my reach."
Slowly steps back.
Mine too.
Mine too. Yeah, and
I'm
so he hits
11
you, take
feet
the
away.
damage.
Actually, you're ruined.
Oh, thank you. You're so. Are you lying
So
to me?
it's like, does this knock me backwards, or it just hit me real hard?
No, it just hits you. And with that, we are back up into the order with
Wait.
the burned one.
So
Oh.
that
You have a
that
reaction?
might. Well, no, I mean, but I'm just checking. After I killed all the wolves, it was kind of like, video game trigger has happened, and then my turn ends, and he just hits me, or
Yes, and that
Okay.
for him was a reaction for him. So if you wanted to do something else, that'll be a reaction for him.
I mean, it would be a reaction, or I'm finishing my turn.
You're finishing your turn,
Okay, good, because
or if you have a reaction to his reaction.
well, no, but I'm level 7 now, so I can use a bonus action to give myself 30 foot of flying speed that ends at the end of the turn.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm just gonna put my hands out forward and down to the ground and just boost myself backwards up onto the top of this rock. Wait, how tall is the rock?
You know what? Right now, we're gonna say it's 15 feet.
Yeah, I just shoot myself straight up onto the top of this rock and back it up a little bit. Like, oh, that's okay. And just call and response. Ow! That hurt.
All right. Burned one. It is your turn. So burned one. You're behind this rock, kind of off to the side.
Right.
You can see where the trees have split, so you know in the general direction that this creature is in.
Alrighty. I'm gonna motion for my elemental to follow me and tell it to attack with its flame seed at the end of my turn. It's a bonus action. Okay. And for my action, I will cast Scorching Ray.
Ooh, okay, what's the range on that?
You
Radius
can
of that?
forest fires.
100. Only you can start forest fires. 120 feet.
Okay, yeah, too easy.
3 rays of fire, and I hurl them at targets for 2d6.
Yeah, you gotta roll an attack for each one.
Yes.
Yep.
It's a 13.
No.
A 20.
Does hit.
And...
Well, is that a nat, or is that...
It was a nat, yeah.
That was a nat, okay.
And 12.
So your second one does hit?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. And so I think you shoot 2, 3 in. A couple of them damage the trees in front of it. They don't quite hit their target. Instead, they hit some other trees that are there. And I think even those begin to sort of start a small fire on these front trees. But then you hear, "Ugh!" as that second one hits dead on. Go ahead and roll some damage for me.
Alright. As a wildfire druid, if my spirit is up, he gives me an extra d8 of fire damage for my spells, or a d8 of healing. So, let's see. 1. Real helpful, buddy. 6. And 3.
Alright.
So you roll
10
3
damage.
dice. Is that what
Yes.
it is? It's 2d, and then you get an extra 8 for it. Is that what you said?
2d6 and a d8, so yeah.
Total of 10.
Okay, so yeah, you hear this thing kind of yell out. And he says, "What are you thinking? This is a forest." And it's over to Beatrice.
I just want to look down at all the fire coming off of me and just kind of shrug.
It's kind of my
It's
thing.
my thing.
Well, seeing as how we all got on fire in this moment of time, my previous thoughts are out the window. My whole plan has changed. Just gonna stow a dagger to my side and use firebolt myself.
Yeah.
Same direction into the
We'll give you
vine
nowhere
trees.
to hide.
Oh no. Okay.
So we've gone scorched earth.
Yes.
Dirty 20.
We've officially gone
Oh
scorched
my
earth.
gosh. Yeah, that definitely hits.
We'll say it connects.
I think you perceive the way where the second one hit from the burned one, and you're able to replicate that path of the attack straight into the same place.
Cool beans. That's gonna be 8 fire damage, and then I'm just gonna duck behind the rock, if I can. And I believe
Duck Behind the Rock is my new EP coming out next week. Thank you.
Quack,
just
quack.
goes
You
quack
hear-
quack.
Stop it!
That will be all, I believe.
Okay. And
I used my bonus action to tell my guy to attack, so after B's turn, can we?
oh, I thought you. Yeah. Okay, that wasn't him adding the D8.
That's just
okay.
passive.
Okay, well, go ahead. We can do that now.
Alrighty. So, D20 plus 6. It's a 12.
Does not hit.
This guy is just slacking.
He was so excited about helping you in the last one, but wasn't paying attention. He's thrown off by the fire that's already on the trees. And again, I think he does it and it causes more flames on some of these other trees in front. Alright, and Fume, you're up.
Fume's just gonna kind of pull his head up and grumble always with the fire. Okay. And I'm just gonna bonus action shadow step up into the trees, ideally.
Where we're shooting the fire?
Yeah, I'm gonna hop between flaming branch to flaming branch. And with that's 60 feet from the bonus action teleport, and then my movement speed's 45 feet. I should be able to probably get there.
Yes. You I mean, I don't know how close you want to be to where you
I want to
think
be
this
up
thing
in the
is gonna-
trees to where I can look down at it.
Can you... Let's roll a stealth check on it as well.
Okay. Sorry, I might have a trick or two up my sleeves.
Oh, okay.
No. Okay. Stealth check. Dirty 20.
Oh man, so I think you're able to just silently jump through these trees, and you see this creature before you, and it's even kind of like huddled down. It's bipedal. It has like this naturally made, it looks like even just a giant tree put together. There's these glowing green eyes, and vines kind of make up the rest of its body between like this wooded tree bark armor. But its legs are made of like a stone, so it's like the transition between its abdomen is from tree down into a stone material.
What's the head look like?
It looks like just a wooden mask has been put on, but you can tell like the head is vines, made up of vines. It has like a mouth slot, but no mouth. But the eyes are a glowing green. It does not notice you. It keeps looking from whatever direction you see these several fire attacks that are still coming in, presumably from your party.
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and produce 2 of my daggers and just throw 2 of them at this thing's stupid head.
Okay.
I don't know why I said it's got to be stupid, but... Nine and... Oh, that's a lot better. It's an 11, so that probably hits, right?
Neither one of those hit. They sail just over his head, I think, as he's trying to move and try to get out of the way of these firebolts.
That's my turn.
All right. William, you're up.
How far out is this guy from me? He didn't move, right?
You're on top of the rock. You think probably the tree line is about 20 feet in front of you. So somewhere within that range.
And there's nobody in front of me. I thought... Oh, no.
Correct.
All right. I guess I'll do risky business. And I'm going to prepare an action. If this guy comes within 10 feet of me, I'm going to attack him with my chain and hit him with a blazing ensnare.
Okay.
So... chain question. I don't really think about this. It would make sense that because I use spells but not spell slots, when you prepare a spell, you use up the slot that I would pay my health
you would
cost
pay your
regardless.
HP cost, and you could whiff. You could never meet the trigger.
That's what I was just making sure that you and I thought the same on the rules.
Yeah,
that I
because
pay that
that's
cost
how it
to hold
affects
it.
spellcasters.
A spell.
And
Yep. Yeah,
you
my
use
cost
HP
is just
as
HP
your-
instead of spells. Yep.
instead of spell
Resource.
slots.
Yep.
Makes sense
All
to
right,
me.
cool. Yeah. All right, just taking the HP off. Preparing my abilities. Hello, it's me, William. I had a trip through the fortune-telling war, and let me tell you what I saw. It was amazing. I saw this powerful game of strategy, unique abilities, and dice. They call it Marvel Dice Throne. You choose a champion, much like myself, except I'm not an option this time. Once you choose your champion, you face off in a battle of wit and skill using dice, cards, and special abilities to conquer your foes and ascend the dice throne. I'm told to tell you you can buy Marvel Dice Throne today, and there's something called a link in the show notes, whatever that is. But you can use that link today to go buy your copy of Marvel Dice Throne.
All right, and so it is to this creature's turn. What you will notice, view that no one else is going to see, is that the creature seems to put one of its like vined arms into the ground, and it like digs a hole into the ground, and you even see like these white specks kind of coming up out of the ground around it, and it seems to heal up some of those spots in the armor where it was hit by fire. What he's going to do on this turn is he's going to pass, so this will give you an opportunity attack of opportunity if you want. He's going to step to the edge of the forest and just outside of it, so he's going to be probably 15 feet from you, where you can like just outside the forest. So now you guys see the true height of this thing as it stands tall, and
How
it
big
is
is
about
this thing?
30 feet tall.
Oh, fuck yes.
And it appears out and it catches your eye. You're still, half its size. I mean, 20 feet, and it looks down at you and says, "Is this all?" And he is going to vine whip at you.
Hey, so you said I could take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would you entertain the concept of me grappling instead?
Okay. Here's what I'll tell you. Build this thing. It cannot be grappled. But I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you that, but I'm going to tell you that, so you don't want to waste that turn. So that's
Okay.
what it looks too big. It almost seems too big, and I would not want you to waste that turn.
That's fair.
Well, what size is it?
Huge.
Okay.
Yeah, it's outside of your grapple.
Well, you can grapple a
one size.
creature that's huge, but it's more like riding on it than it is grappling it.
Yeah, that's different though because you don't get the grapple
You shadow
effect,
the Colossus up it, is what you do.
Yeah. That's what I thought. That's 100% what I thought.
Yeah, I mean, that's... Granted that, I'm going to take my magical legendary sword, and I'm going to jump down on its head. I'm going to reflect the light off of my legendary sword. I'm going to find where his weak spot is on the back of his head. I'm going to stab it.
Okay, so you're trying to jump on and stab in the head.
If
the
you'd
back of the
allow.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. I think you have advantage on a Dex or acrobatics.
Oh, I goofed up. Okay. I whiffed my attack. Don't worry about it.
Do you still want to jump onto him?
I do, yeah. Oh no, I don't, because I've been misplaying this guy. The shadow step is a lot stronger than I thought it was, because each time you make an attack after you shadow step, you have advantage on the first attack you make. I goofed that up.
Oh, okay.
But yes, I would like to jump on this gentleman. You said I have advantage on an acrobatics check to jump onto him?
Yes.
17 and
That
22.
makes it whatever. Yeah, you are able to jump over onto him, and he feels it, and you kind of feel him shake his shoulders, but he doesn't seem to do anything else with that. And so that's when he's whipping out his vine forward to attack. 22. Does that hit, William?
Yeah.
All right. He is going to do
A lot.
It's a lot of damage.
No, he only does 15 damage that time. He's like 15 bludgeoning damage. But what he's also going to do this time is he is going to begin stomping his feet. And that begins shaking this earth again. And within the radius that he is...
But I'm on a giant rock that seems pretty stationary, right?
Let me. One of our Patreons is on, and he's playing the rock actually. So let's go ahead and let them roll.
You know, the pioneers used
Can
to
I
ride
smell
these
what you're
babies for
cooking?
miles.
That's so true. All of you, yes, roll a DC Dexterity, Dex saving throw for me, please.
Even
I keep
me
saying
on
almost
top?
what it costs. No, I think because the ground is there, it's not so much the vibrations up top; it's down low.
Hell yeah.
So, confirm you want me to do a save, right?
Yeah, roll with advantage.
Oh, I love that. Oh, Dex is bad.
I like the sturdiness of the rock argument.
That's kind of what I was hoping.
pretty solid.
I got a 12.
16?
Well, your bonus had 17, so is it a straight up 12, or do you get a bonus?
No, it's a 4 plus 13, so those are two separate rolls. 13 minus 1 is so 12.
Oh, okay. You are going to, and then Burn, what did you get?
I got a 15.
Yeah, so you guys are able to like hold yourself steady.
Ooh.
But William, you're going to slip and slide, fall off this rock into the front of this creature, and you are knocked prone.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
It is now up to the burned one.
All right. Well, I'm gonna waddle over to William, and I'm gonna say, "Trust me, this'll help." And I'm gonna spit out some ash on my hands and rub it all over him and cure some wounds on him.
Hold on. Let's take this real slow. Can you tell me what you do again?
All right, here you go. Give him a sensual massage. And I will cast a second level Cure Wounds.
Oh, great. Love this. Spread your ash all over me, baby.
Oh, spread your ash all over me, Burned one.
Oh. That is 3d8 because of my spirit fella. Plus 3.
Yeah,
He's vibing this spirit.
Let's see, that is a whole 20 health.
Oh, I feel way more prepared to fight.
Now, how do your clothes feel?
I can fight!
I mean, my clothes are burnt up. It's nature.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna tell, let's call him Sooty. Hey, Sooty, do your thing. And then he's gonna spit some flame seeds onto the forest man.
Onto William again? You gave him your ash, now you're giving him your seed?
Williams have plenty of seed.
So flame seeds at the big guy.
Yes.
Okay. What do I need to...
It's a attack. Let's see. Does a 24 hit?
It does.
Alright, wonderful. For 7 fire damage.
Where does it hit? Because now you can see this creature. What are you aiming for?
It's just kind of like a spray of seeds. It's just going to hit wherever it,
I think it hits the mask, and as they kind of bounce off, they leave these scarred burn lines going up the face.
Burn lines.
And its green eyes turn and look at you now.
Can I do a flavor thing?
Oh. I don't know. I think you already did a flavor thing by rubbing your ass all over Will.
Oh, you
No, that was savory.
I'm going to take off my mask and look at it and compare the two, and then put it back on, and,
That's a nice mask. I'll have it.
Takes his mask off, revealing his hideous, burnt, scarred figure.
It's just William.
You're ugly.
Whoa.
What you'll see is your mask are oddly identical in shape.
Yes.
Just in size is different. He's got a bigger mask. I want it.
Want to trade?
Size doesn't matter.
I knew a guy that stole faces once.
Oh, goodness.
Beat you're up.
Yeah, so she's gonna peek over the rock, look over. Is the ground rough terrain or what? Or is it still...
Not between the rock and the forest.
Can I interrupt for just one quick second, because I thought of a really funny joke for 15 seconds ago?
Do it.
It's not how big the log is, it's how hot it burns.
Oh, that's good.
I'm disappointed.
If it's burning, though, see a doctor.
The longer you think about it, the funnier it is. Yeah.
See a doctor.
Hey, if you guys like that joke, for all of you people who are on Spotify, I'm gonna put how funny was this joke? I'm gonna rate it like a 1 to 10.
You could just be like winner or stinker. This joke.
Yeah, winner or stinker. We'll do that. I'm gonna go ahead and add that question in for some Spotify listeners. Sorry, everybody else haven't done that. So, okay, I think it's a winner.
I think you're fucked up and wrong.
Wait, it's your joke.
I thought you said. I thought you said. I think it's a whiff. You said winner. I
think it's a winner.
Thanks, bro.
I'm on your side.
Dude, I'm on your side.
I don't know. You're the DM. Like, which side are you supposed to be?
That's what he wants.
I'm gonna reach down and heal the forest creature. Thanks, go. I can't heal anymore.
All right, B. So you've checked out. It is not rough terrain.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna get my 2 daggers and combine them into one. I imagine the magic scene is kind of cool, even though it's just her on her own for that second. It kind of turned into a butterfly dagger. Yeah, it's all sparkly and magic.
Yes,
God, she's like, I can handle.
Yes. You take and you put the hilts, the butts of these daggers together, and they begin to. You put the bust of these things together because that's the bottom, and they begin to glow and entwine with this light in the fire and like color swirling, and the whole thing glows and shoots like a beam out. And now this thing is the butterfly sword that you had looked at, and they are very distinct sides of this thing. And there's like a blue flame emanating off one side and a red flame off the other.
Oh, well, that's really neat. I wasn't expecting that.
That's cool.
That's badass.
Fire. I'm seeing a weakness in our party, though. We got a lot of fire damage. We're not gonna do good.
A squirtle shows up and kills you all.
Basically.
Bro, I'm still dark type. I got you.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So she's gonna go join the party and run up and take a slash at this thing.
Okay.
And it's
slash.
Hot.
How's a 21?
That does hit. And I think you're at its ankle, pretty much, is kind of the area you're at, this rocky sort of surface of this creature.
Sweet.
The surface says, "Yo, Adrian."
God. Slowly learning how to click all the buttons on D&D Beyond, because sometimes it's not easy. That's 6 damage by the blade. 16 sneak attack, because I get 4d6 now, I believe. And for bonus action, I get to use one of the daggers as a cool thing. So I'm going to go with the Burning Flame Strike. So I get 1d6 fire damage on top of that too, Devin.
Okay.
That'll be 4 fire.
You slash through, and instead of just bouncing off like a normal blade would, you see this as you slice through. It pierces into the rock and just cuts a large piece out. The creature lets out a large bellow as he collapses onto a knee where he was standing, and lets out. And one fist, like one vine fist, comes down and hits the ground, and he's sort of been knocked down to a knee.
Cool. Can you also make a DC 15 check?
DC 15. What kind of check? Con or
Dex.
Oh, Dex. Okay. That's gonna be great.
It's part of the cool weapon you gave me, so I'm making sure
it's
it happens.
It's a 17.
He saves. You're fine.
What would happen? Because I forget what I even did. What would go wrong?
He would be burned, and he would take 1d6 damage at the end of each of his turns for 2 turns.
Nice.
But we're good for now.
Anything else?
No, that's it. I'm right here.
You.
So
you are on the back of this creature. It's his neck.
I'm gonna make a bunch of attacks, but the way that I want that to manifest is I want Fume to just like jump in the air and stab down with the Lightbringer gauntlet and like in the top of this thing's head and like drag it down and smack its head into the big rock.
Oh.
Like because it's already on one knee off balance, I'm gonna just drag it down and crack it on the rock. But it's gonna be a total of 4 attacks coming your way. So
okay.
Here we go. 22.
Hits.
12.
Does not.
21.
Hits.
13.
Does not. Got 2 of them boys.
6 and 5. And let's go ahead and I don't think I got enough goose to take this boy down, so let's stunning strike this motherfucker. So I'll burn a key point to make at least on the first attack. I don't know if I'm going to burn another key point, but we'll see if I can stun this guy. It's a con save, which I think he's going to be good at, DC 14.
Yep, that is a 23.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'm just going to let that go. I could burn another key point, but I got a feeling he's got a pretty good con score.
Yeah. All right, and then is that all you got? Is that your turn?
Yeah, it's 4 attacks. I have nothing left.
What do you want from me?
What else
William.
can you do? Yeah.
You are prone currently, William.
Yeah.
But just you've got your 2 buddies next to you. You've just been healed for a little bit of HP.
And then I'll end my turn on the rock next to Will.
Oh, you're gonna jump off and
because I'm trying to slam his head down into the rock. So
for momentum.
Regardless of how successful that was, it ends with
someone's hitting the rock.
On the rock.
Okay. I'll stand up. 15 movement speed. And I will. It's either gonna go really well or really badly. I'll click my boots of Misty Step together. Hold on, let me double check.
Like inside of this creature.
The space specified. All right, is a space that I can see. Cool. I want to teleport up above him on his shoulders, and I want to jump on his back. Essentially, teleport above him and land on his back.
Because it's a new day, it happens.
Give him a massage.
Yeah. First one's free.
Yep. So now we're on 1. We're at 1. All right, boots. All right, so I'm up on his back now. Does this thing have a head?
It does have a head.
Okay. But you, as the DM, have already established he cannot be grappled, so I appreciate that freebie. All right, cool. I'm just going to I already used a bonus action. Shit. I'm gonna hit him with the chain. Start.
Okay.
He might not be able to be grappled by Lucian with his bare hands, but there could be an argument made for magical god chain grapple, maybe around his arm and it's burning. So he's like,
feels like he's. I was willing to choke his throat, but yeah,
choke his throat.
choke his throat.
He didn't have a windpipe.
Well, that's a big whiff.
Not anymore.
So that attack misses.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to use Molten Gauntlet and just make an attack against him, and if it hits, we'll go from there. Big money, big money, big money. 17? Wait, hold on. 6. Hold on. 19. Sorry, I don't know how to add.
Does not hit.
Ah, fuck me.
Yeah, I think we're talking AC.
Okay, I got it. No, I'm not going to use it on that. I don't think. Nah, it's still. Alright, that's me then. I'll hang on.
This creature stands up, pushes himself up, and it kind of shakes the ground again. Not enough that any of you are knocked off of your steps, even if you moves in the rock. And he kind of puts one vine back to try to. It's not like a violent swipe, but to feel what's back there. I think you're able to dodge whatever it is. I'm not even because I guess it's so slow. He's just trying to feel what that's there.
Well,
then he'll look at the 3 of you. Go ahead.
I was say I posted in the chat the rules from the DMG about grappling a giant creature, and he gets a chance to shake the grapple every turn.
Oh, if he was grappled?
Well, so that when you ride on top of a creature, it's technically a grapple.
Because you're hanging on to it.
Because you're hanging on to it, and it's trying to shake you off, I guess. So at the start of its turn, it's just like a grapple. It can use its action to try to break it, but it doesn't have to, obviously.
Yeah, but it has to use its action to do that, and so if he has multi-attack or something like that, he can't do that in addition.
Larger creature can dislodge smaller creature as an action, knocking it off, scraping it against the wall, or grabbing and throwing it. But so it's just like a grapple. It can take its action to throw Will off of it with a contested grapple check. Will would see if he can hold on. That's just.
But they can't do the other stuff unless it's legendary.
The idea is it's really hard for him to hit you while you're on his neck. So he has to get you.
Yeah.
He can't make an attack against you really while you're riding, but he can throw you off.
Yeah, no, totally get that.
Sense.
Well, I'm just letting Devin know, from a tactics thing. You can't like use that as a part of multi-attack because multi-attack is usually pretty targeted. Like you can
this
do
would be
this,
an
this, and
action.
this. Yeah, it's an action.
So he is going to take one of his vine hands and kind of move it into like a sharp object, and he's going to chop off his other vine arm. That thing falls to the ground and kind of wiggles around for a moment, and then forms into a miniature version of this thing, about 10 feet tall, and it looks exactly like him. And then he's going to take in a deep breath, take off his mask, and it's like this hideous-looking vine monster face, the glowing eye still, and it's going to exhale. And in so much slow motion, you see wood splinters coming at you. And it's going to hit... attempt. You guys get to dodge in a second. It's going to hit the three of you that are in front, and that's Miss B, Fume, and the burned one.
Sorry, from the chat, I see, quick, Sin, cut off your arm and see if you get two burning ones.
I like this idea.
Well, will be good. You guys need to roll
one of his arms?
a dex saving throw for me.
That's a 26.
It's pro good.
Also a 26.
Hey! He's about to be really bummed when he finds out we both have evasion now.
I got a 13.
Okay, where'd he go? Yeah, so you two passed, Burned One did not pass.
My spirit also failed.
No, you guys just, it's a hit or miss. So, you will take, those two will take 19 damage.
Which two?
The Burned One and his familiar.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm feeling targeted.
And then, so that drops me.
I mean, we're a jukey boy and girl.
And the creature says...
We've trained enough.
We got juke moves.
He spits this out, and once he does this, he kind of surveys the field, and he sees Miss B standing there with her butterfly sword, both ends of it glowing. He sees... what does Fume look like? Are your arms out, or are you? What's your sort of like stance right now?
I think that when those splinters come, he just like goes into like a defensive dance, and he's just like using his gauntleted hand to block some while he dodges the other, and he's just like like untouched.
Yeah, and I like to think even Miss B was like spinning this thing at a rapid pace somehow to like deflect these splinters that came at her. But he looks over at the Burned One, who is littered with these things, and kind of tilts. It puts its mask back on, and it tilts its head and looks at you, and then it looks down at its miniature one, and then it smashes it back into the earth.
Take that.
But then he takes like the smashed vines and rubs those like onto the trees to its left and right, like clumping over like the burns that seem to disappear in the bark. And he says, "I think you have proven yourself."
Okay.
And that's where we're on the episode.
I thought he was like gonna smash his own thing to make an example. Like, I could do this to you. I'm like, oh shit. Like,
I'll do this to my fucking child. What do you think I'll do to you?
I did this to my kid.
Yeah. I was about to say that guy's metal.
Because you know my name?
We don't even know his name.
You don't even know my real name. I'm the fucking Lizard King.
I have a tree.
Only the wind and the trees know my name. Hey everybody.
My tree
thanks
is
for listening to our one of 2 or 3 combat sessions in the whole campaign. Maybe there'll be more. We're going to try to do some of that. What are we calling it? I forget the name already.
Narrative
combat. Narrative combat. Trying to get better at that before I do it again. Anyways, thank you for listening to the episode, and we'll go ahead and let our other crew get into the other announcements.
Everybody, make sure you check out. Everybody, make sure you check out Dice MV. Use our affiliate link below because you like dice. I know you do. I'm looking into your heart. Tim, you like fucking dice. Come get some. You'll get a discount and shit. It'll be cool.
They're yum.
Also, I'll get money, and that's hype. So do that, and then check out our store for like t-shirts and like posters and stickers and shit. And you'll go like, "Oh, this shirt's so cool and comfy. Oh, I can't wait to wear it outside." People be like, "Dude, that's a cool fucking shirt. What's that about?" You're like, "Oh, it's this podcast I knew about before it was cool. I'm awesome," and then they'll respect you.
My dream is that I'll wear my shirt out and someone will go, "Hey man, I love that podcast. I can't believe you listen to it too." And I'll go, "No,
actually,
I'm in that podcast."
That would be a fun time.
The dream is to get recognized for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, one day. You can also support us by going to our Patreon at patreon.lawfulstupid.org. For $1, you can see all the stuff we got hidden behind that one little measly paywall. Otherwise, if you're feeling like real spicy, you can go to the $50 tier and join us on our calls, because we already called it out a few times, I believe, this episode about the fun stuff our box sitters say to us.
It's fun.
It's hard not to laugh when I shouldn't laugh sometimes. Anyway, thanks, Zebra.
Or the $69 tier, but come to our Discord to ask about that. Please and thanks, bye.
Thanks, bye.
Hey, so for our Roll for Humanity, here's what we're going to do this time. We're going to support Davis House Child Advocacy Center. And what they do is they actually talk to these children who go through terrible events, whether it's abuse, any abuse of any kind, in Middle Tennessee. And what they do is they help law enforcement, and they help these children get the help that they need and make sure they're placed in safe homes or the issues are investigated. And it's a really great cause. So that's what we're going to be doing for the month of November. And the first roll is going to be a 6.
Roll.
Pretty good start. Yep. So, what'd you roll? Tell Shane what you rolled.
Use the hashtag Roll for Humanity on Twitter and tell what you rolled, or else my mental health can't take much more, frankly. We're really no one's done it yet.
Declining steeply fast.
It's really getting pretty rough. So just
this is a cry for help.
Do it, just somebody tweet. Come on. This is a desperate cry.
I did not. You know what? I'm terrible at this. Plan a story, but these are so easy to pull up. It's fine. I just the first one I'll come to. Okay. All right. Here we go. Ford announces $11.4 billion investment in U.S. electric vehicle plants, and they call it a transformative moment. I'll read it again. Ford announces $11.4 billion investment in U.S. electric vehicle plants, calling it a transformative moment.
No, have fun, boys. It's a car thing.
Here's what they don't tell you. Ford is investing all this money to make Decepticons. They are making Decepticons in these factories. I don't care what they tell you, what you see. They are fucking Skyscream's stooge, and they are making Decepticons.
That's cute, Dwayne. That's real cute. I see. It's a transformative moment. Transformers. I wish we lived in a world that was that soft and gentle, but unfortunately, every dream must end.
Fair.
And it's time to wake up, sheeple. Because here's the thing.
Fix it again, Tim.
What does Ford stand for? Anybody know?
Found on road dead.
Found on road. Found on road. Are you talking about a Fiat, Dale? Found on road dead. Dead being the operative word. Dead. And What are they doing with electric cars? Generating all kinds of electricity. You know who else used a lot of electricity for his experiments? One Dr. Frankenstein. That's right. What'd he do? He reanimated whom? The dead. That's correct. Your transformative moment is when you go from being a corpse to one of the members of Shannon dead.
Never mind.
And frankly, I'm appalled. You're gonna need a lot of electricity for that, aren't you, Zuckerborg?
You know, recently...
He's a robot. He's a robot doctor.
Is that Musk?
Yeah.
Elon Musk.
You musky bitch.
Everything shut down so they could use the energy for the Transformers and the undead.
Facebook is powering monsters right now.
I'm just saying, if there were to be amongst the super elite, amongst the very wealthy members of the 1%, if one of them were to be a necromancer, you think it's Jeff Bezos? No. No, he's the only one who wants to. He wants only him to live forever. That's a fact. Do you think it's Zuckerberg? No, he's an actual cyborg. He's not a Zuckerberg anymore. He's Zuckerborg, and he's here with robot parts. It could only be the man, the myth, the legend, Elon Musk. Necromancer.
On your last point, were you implying that Bezos was a lich in progress?
I've said too much. Actually, I need to
run.
I would love it if this episode just ended after you say I've said too much.
You could make it sound like somebody busted a door down
being knocked
and,
over.
and then the episode just ended because it's Halloween season. That would be spooky. We should end every episode for the month of October with like a fake out jump scare ending.
Dang it. Well, this one's November. We'll have to record it. Well, I guess we have to do a turkey dinner now instead.
I guess, yeah. This is a free turkey dinner. That's a different 5-second film. You should watch that one.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to our shenanigans. And as we always say, because it's true, mostly, we love you.